It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the bruiser, A.J. Dillon. He was a defense killer a week ago. Over one.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now Cousins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now as we get toward the home stretch here, the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one.
Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you're going to have some guys missing during the final weeks of the season. Nature of how we play this sport. Every team, you've got to be prepared to handle them. And the teams that focus on handling it, focus on guys getting ready to play, even if they're not starters, those are the ones that weather the storm.
23 yards to pick up there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him now.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Cousins to throw it.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
Here's Cousins.
Addison hauls it in.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. To throw, Cousins. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's polished off by a Viking score. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. On 1st and 10, Love. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Love. Setting up the screen for Cook. Finding space at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Packers at 5-7 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Again, it's Love. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
On second down, Love once more. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, Love.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard. They'll run with a big back. A.J. Dillon.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have regained the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 10-7. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Cousins. Gets this complete to Shaheed. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Remember, he scored already in this 1st quarter, and he's really trying to get off to a hot start. But on that last play, the defense had a little cool breeze back his way and said, not that time.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 17-14. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Quay Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. A give up the middle to Akers.
What a
shifts past him. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And take it right on the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 61 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Come on, set.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Love. They go screen with Dillon. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Blaster, sit.
Love now. And now the ball's out. turns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, Cousins again. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here, and it's all right. We'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Dillon on the inside give. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. downs and a Green Bay Packer first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. He'll look to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Cousins now on 2nd down. This is caught by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. On play action, Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Over the middle and complete to Addison. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken right around the 44. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Cousins now.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cousins. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run again with Dillon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down, Vikings.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
Addison hauls it in. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison,
64 yards.
and the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This is Dillon on the counter. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Again, it's Dillon. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Love now. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Taking it about the 16. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 10. A minute 44 to go. Cousins. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's Cousins.
That one too wide and incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Cousins to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Cousins.
That's caught by Addison.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down. Here's Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, set.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And